Chapter 2. The Shy Nerd. The next evening, the PC bang felt more alive than usual. The mechanical clicking of keyboards echoed like rain on rooftops, filling the small shop with restless energy. Groups of students huddled together, shouting at each other as their characters fought epic battles on screen. Behind the counter, Farah rested her chin on her palm, eyes scanning the room with quiet amusement. She'd gotten used to this, watching strangers come and go, each living out pieces of their lives in front of glowing monitors. The bell above the door chimed. She looked up. It was him again. Kim Jun stepped inside, his posture stiff, his gaze flickering nervously around the room. He clutched the strap of his backpack, as though it were a lifeline. Dressed in another clean button-up shirt, neatly pressed, he looked out of place among the hoodie-wearing gamers. His pale skin almost glowed under the fluorescent lights. Farah raised an eyebrow. Back again? John hesitated, then nodded. Yes. If that's okay. Of course. She handed him a card with a small smile. Find a spot anywhere. He sat at the same computer as yesterday, almost like he couldn't imagine himself anywhere else.
His hands trembled slightly as he adjusted the mouse, but the moment the game loaded, his nervousness melted away.
His eyes sharpened. His fingers danced across the keyboard with surprising speed.
Farah tilted her head, curious. He's good.
An hour passed quickly. When Jun finally returned to the counter, he seemed conflicted, like he wanted to speak but didn't quite know how. You really like that game, Farah said, breaking the silence. His cheeks flushed. Yeah. I've been playing it since high school. It's easier here. At home, my parents, they don't really approve. Parents not into gaming? She asked casually. They're not into me gaming, he corrected softly, eyes lowering. My father thinks it's a waste of time. He wants me to focus on business, on preparing to take over the company someday. Farah blinked. Company? She hadn't expected that. So you're a rich kid, she teased lightly, though her tone wasn't mocking. Chun's lips twitched into a shy smile. I guess. But it doesn't feel like it. At school, everyone sees money. They don't see me. There was a weight in his voice that made Farah pause. She understood loneliness too well, though for different reasons. Well, here, she said gently, you're just John. No business, no family expectations. Just a gamer who takes my best computer every night. His eyes widened slightly, then softened. For the first time, his smile looked real. Thank you. That night, as he left, Jun turned at the door. I'll come again tomorrow, if that's okay. Farah gave a playful shrug. As long as you pay, you're welcome anytime. When the door closed behind him, she found herself still smiling. Meanwhile, across the city, Jun walked into a mansion that smelled of polished wood and cold silence. The dining hall was long enough to fit 30 people, but only to sat there. His father at the head of the table, and June at the far side. Where have you been? His father's voice was sharp, carrying the authority of a man used to being obeyed. Jun adjusted his glasses nervously. At the library. A lie. But what else could he say?
At a PC bang, where I finally feel human.
His father studied him for a long moment before cutting into his steak. Remember, Jun? You're not like ordinary boys. One day, the company will be yours. Don't waste your time with meaningless hobbies. Jun lowered his gaze. Yes, father. But in his mind, he could still hear Farah's voice. Here, you're just Jun. It was the first time in years that someone had said his name without attaching it to wealth, status, or expectation. And that simple kindness made him want to return to the little PC shop again and again and again.